Today we're going to test the brand new evolved skeleton barrel against every deck type in Clash Royale. Alright guys, today we are going to be playing what I think is the best evolved skeleton barrel deck in Clash Royale. We have Monitor Poison with the Little Prince. Normally you wouldn't really see the Skelly Barrel too much in a deck like this, guys, but I think it will work quite well because having the Monitor tank for the Evo Skelly Barrel is really good. Guys, basically the Evo Skelly Barrel is like a normal Skelly Barrel. You get to it after cycling 2 normal ones. And it basically is a double Skelly Barrel, essentially. It has the same HP like a normal one, but it kind of has like one of those sort of HP bars similar to the Goblin Demolisher, and when it reaches like 2/3 HP, then it drops one of the Skelly Barrels that spawns 7 skeletons, so then when it dies like normal, then it just drops the rest of them. So it's a pretty interesting evolution. I saw a lot of people saying they think it's going to be absolutely game-breaking, but personally I'm not really sure about that. I feel like it could be really good against certain decks, kind of like the evolved wall breakers, because certain decks will just have no way to stop a double Skelly Barrel, but I feel like also a lot of decks will just be able to counter it very easily with like a Baby Dragon or any sort of splash card. Stuff like Dark Goblin too could be pretty good against it, so I'm not really sure how it'll be. And also guys, when it lands on like a building or a tower, it just lands both of the Skelly Barrels at one time when it's evolved, so it's gonna be countered just by any small spell like, you know, a log, a zap, anything like that. Adrian actually does have Electro Giant right here, guys, and today we're just gonna, you know, be testing the evolved skeleton barrel against every deck type. So E-Giant is just a beatdown deck, and I think the evolved skeleton barrel will do pretty good in this type of matchup. I mean, Adrian does have the Baby Dragon, but if we get our Skelly Barrel down at the right time, I feel like we could have a pretty good chance to make a nice breakthrough. And also we have the Monitor, which can always tank for the Baby Dragon as well, so we could definitely get some cool plays going here. I'll go for the Monitor kind of in the corner right here. Just want to make sure that he doesn't activate his King Tower. Now guys, we do have our Evo Skelly Barrel here. I kind of want to wait for Adrian though to maybe go in for like an E-Giant or something, so that way I can get it when he's low elixir. Alright, yeah, let's go in for the Skelly Barrel evolution, guys. And you'll see here, if he goes for a Goblin Hut, the Skelly Barrel is just going to drop both of them at once, so it's going to be interesting to see how this will do. Yeah, look, it's on the tower now. It drops both at once. That's like 14 skeletons, though. And he had Baby Dragon, he had E-Giant, but that still took a lot of his tower, guys. Yeah, the Evo Skelly Barrel does look quite good against Beatdown. It really is just like Evo Wall Breakers in certain ways. Nice, look at that, man. This Evo Tesla's doing good work as well. I think we're chilling. Adrian does go for a NATO. He doesn't activate his King Tower, though. Skellys do get a little bit of chip damage. Honestly, Skelly Barrel itself isn't even that bad of a card, guys. I feel like it just has a little bit low HP, but it really is not a bad card at all. Alright, we're going to take it here. Nice win. Against Beatdown, I'll give the Evolved Skeleton Barrel an 8 out of 10. Guys, the Evolved Skeleton Barrel being 2 cycles, I feel like will make it so you don't actually get to it super often throughout a game, so yeah, that's one other thing that I think is going to make it maybe not the best ever. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think about the strength of the Evolved Skelly Barrel, but yeah, I think it'll be just kind of an average evolution, maybe below average actually, and I think it'll be good in very specific decks. Oh wow, that was actually a good Princess Knight by Adrian. We just have to go for the LP and the ability. But yeah, I think it'll fit in certain random decks, like for example this Monitor deck, maybe some Mega Knight decks and stuff like that. Even some off-meta Recruits decks, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a good general evolution, because if you want to like snipe certain decks, then the Evo Skelly Barrel could do a really good job for you, but just in general, I don't know if it's going to be like crazy good or anything. Alright, so Adrian just has Logbait right here. It's going to be interesting to see how Skelly Barrel will be in this matchup, because Adrian has like the cannon, he has the log, he has quite a few counters to this Skelly Barrel. We're honestly off to a pretty bad start. I kind of have to lock in right here. I took so much early princess damage. I think we just need a really good Skeleton Barrel to win this game, guys. Hopefully we could get a really good evolved Skeleton Barrel. Can't really do too much about this princess, but hopefully our Tesla does a little something. Alright, you know what? Let's go in for the Evo Skelly Barrel, guys, and we can abuse our 3-card cycle of the Little Prince. So he's probably going to, like, counter this one, the evolved one, but then we're probably going to get to another one very soon. Oh, he messed up the log! Yo! Nice, that forces out a whole extra Goblin gang. That is actually pretty good, guys. That is pretty good. And because he wasted the log and we outcycled him, now I don't know if he has anything for this Skelly Barrel here. He might go for like a princess or something, then we just go for a Monitor onto it. I don't know what he has, honestly. Does he have a princess? Yes, he has the princess, and he blocked it! No way, guys! Yo! We just took almost his entire tower. That was one crazy sequence. Apparently against bait, Skelly Barrel is actually not bad, guys. I feel like you have to play it really smartly, though, because if you just play it into their stuff when they have bait, it's not going to get any value. Like, if you just always play the Skelly Barrel evolution into the cannon, it doesn't get any value. Or if you always play it just randomly, it just doesn't really get value. But if you use your cards right, you predict certain plays that they're going to make, I feel like you can get quite a bit of value using the Evo Skelly Barrel. And this Little Prince 3-card cycle, I noticed, is actually very helpful for us here, guys. He does go for the cannon, but look how many skeletons are on the board here. I don't know if Adrian can even deal with this. Miner might just take the whole tower right here with the poison. Yeah, Adrian just had no way to stop the evolution. That's going to be game over. Against bait, I'll give the evolved skeleton barrel a 5 out of 10, but it kind of depends on the variation of bait. You know, guys, one thing you do have to be careful about with this skeleton barrel is that your opponents can always activate their king tower pretty easily against it just using a tornado, but now that I think about it, actually the evolved skeleton barrel is going to be pretty good to counter tornadoes, because normally people can just activate their king tower off a skelly barrel, but when it's evolved, it's going to, you know, drop 2 waves of skeletons, so I guess that would actually be pretty hard to counter with a tornado, unless they spent at least an extra small spell with it, so I guess the Evo is actually going to be pretty good against that. Adrian does have Goblin Drill here, so we're going to see how we could perform against this. I think that, once again, if we use our 3-card cycle of our Little Prince, guys, we could have a pretty good time, but we just have to use the 3-card cycle really well. Wait, how is LP going away? Ain't no way. Nah, guys, ain't no way. Bro, how did that not go for that? I got done dirty. I got done dirty, guys. I feel like that should not have worked out so bad for me. Oh my goodness. Adrian's already going in for another drill and a bomber as well. We're just going to have to go for a knight up high here. Maybe this will actually work, though. Wait, that was actually kind of a good knight placement. Alright, that does work out, guys, but we're down quite a bit of damage right now, so yeah, I don't know how this one's going to work out. I guess we could just go for the Skelly Barrel, maybe in the back, actually. Yeah, I think we could go for it in the back, guys, just to sort of, like, build up a bigger push and give us more time to get to the next skeleton barrel. Because I'm pretty sure he's probably going to, like, spam a cannon here and stuff like that. Yeah, he does go in for the cannon. I'll just get a miner kind of far back. We'll see if the Skelly Barrel is able to do anything. He's probably going to ability here. No, he does go in for the snowball. Okay. Yeah, it seems like against Cycle, the Skelly Barrel's not really doing a crazy amount so far. We'll see if we're able to get something going. I feel like there's a chance we could get some good value out of the Skelly Barrel, but yeah, so far the evolved skeleton barrel's not doing a crazy job against Cycle. Oh no, he goes for the Evo snowball. No, that's so much damage. Oh, that's so much damage. Okay, let's just go in for a Skelly Barrel. Let's get a miner down as well, guys. We just need some sort of damage to come back in this game. Gonna go ahead and log on the drill here. Knight is actually going backwards pretty nicely. I feel like that was kind of a bad snowball by Adrian. Wait, guys, he wasted the snowball. Maybe now we just go in for the Evo Skelly Barrel. Adrian does have a lot of splash, so it's kind of hard for us to get much value here out of anything, really, but we'll see what we can do. I guess I'll just get a poison down. Well, that Fire Spirit kind of has like a weird twinkle now. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, a weird twinkle, I meant to say. I don't know. Anyways, he does go for the drill. Let's just try to predict it with the Tesla, maybe. I mean, we kind of do get it. Oh, snap, he goes for the poison. Okay, nice, we kill everything. He does pop the ability, too. Honestly, not the best ability out of Adrian. Skelly Barrel does not quite get any damage, but it's okay. We could just go for the minor poison right here, then. We have to keep on spamming our Skelly Barrels just to keep on forcing him to play stuff that he doesn't want to play. Nice, we get our log here. Is that going to die? I feel like that's not going to die. Those goblins definitely would have went for my tower instead of my knight there, so had to play that LP. Alright, let's go for a Skelly Barrel kind of far back, guys. If he goes for an early cannon, we just go for a poison onto it. Alright, I'm going to Tesla here just to make sure he can't snowball it. Nice. Yeah, so Tesla's going to do a pretty good job here. He does predict my miner placement, though. Wait, guys, he wasted the Evo cannon. Now we just go for an Evo Skelly Barrel. He wasted the Fire Spirit, too. He's going to have to, like, I don't know, Mighty Miner ability, maybe? I'm not sure what else he can do. He has to Mighty Miner ability, I feel like, right? No, he actually does not go for it, surprisingly. Gonna be a poison cycle race right here. We got our miner down, though, and our poison is going, so he can't go for the skeletons right away. He does go for them very late, but we could just go in for the Skelly Barrel here, and then we just maybe need to defend. We need to defend. We need to defend. No! I sold. When you're facing Cycle, I would say the Evolved Skeleton Barrel will be a 6 out of 10. You know what, guys? I'm going to go for the Skelly Barrel in the back this time. I wonder if people actually start doing that sometimes. I think it's good if you're facing a Tornado player just so they have to kind of like play something early instead of going for the NATO, but I'm not really sure. We'll have to see, because not a lot of people even play Tornado these days. I mean, quite a lot of people do, but like compared to a while ago, there are quite a few less Tornado players. Because I think after the nerf, people just stopped playing it as much, but there's definitely still quite a few Tornado players. Adrian actually might have a bait deck right here, guys. I think he probably has Mega Knight bait. Yeah, it has to be. Okay. This will be interesting. I mean, I don't even know actually if I would call this a bait deck out of him, or maybe more like a bridge spammy type of deck. I guess you could also call it bridge spam. Alright, Tesla's gonna do a pretty good job here. I kind of have to go for a defensive Skelly Barrel. I wonder how the evolved Skeleton Barrel would do on defense. I feel like it could do a really good job, actually. The evolved Skeleton Barrel, yeah, could do kind of insane against certain bait decks, like certain bait decks, certain bridge spam decks. You know, guys, against the Archer Queen bridge spam pump deck, I don't know if you guys know that deck, but there's like this one bridge spam pump deck going around with the Archer Queen. I feel like the Evo Skelly Barrel could actually destroy the Archer Queen pretty quickly on defense, because normally you could just like zap the Skelly Barrel when they use it on defense, but since it's evolved, it could actually go pretty insane. Alright, I'm going to get my miner in the back, guys. We are going to get to our evolved Skelly Barrel in 1 second right here, so I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to be able to do with that. I actually will pop my Little Prince ability here. It's going to kill all of these goblins, which is pretty nice for us. Alright, he does go for the Mega Knight. I kind of want to go for my Evo Skelly Barrel, guys, but I'm not sure how it's going to do. I think I'll still go for it. I don't know if it's really going to do much of anything, but we'll see. And we'll see if we're able to defend his Skelly Barrel properly. Dude, it's kind of annoying, though, because it kind of, like, separates in 2 bunches. He was able to counter mine very easily, but, man, his is getting so much damage on my tower. Luckily, we do have our Evo Tesla, though, guys, and our Evo Tesla could do a pretty good job. Little Prince is going kind of insane right now. Definitely down a little bit, guys. Maybe I should have comboed my Skelly Barrel evolution with the Miner or something instead of going for it alone. I'm not even sure. I'm still going to have to learn a bit about how to play the evolved Skeleton Barrel. It's kind of a weird concept, I feel like. Alright, we're going to go for our Evo Tesla here. Should reset his Inferno Dragon pretty nicely as well. Yo, this evolved Tesla is getting mad value right now. My goodness, that was a good Evo Tesla. That was actually really, really good. We can even go in for the Miner here just to tank for the skeletons. Make sure he has to spend some elixir. He does go for the evolved Mega Knight. I mean, not the evolved Mega Knight, just a normal Mega Knight. Yeah, he actually has no evolved Mega Knight since he has the Skelly Barrel and the Inferno Dragon. Guys, it's kind of crazy to see that some good evolutions are just not used much anymore. Like, evolutions such as the Mega Knight, I feel like are really good, but I haven't been seeing people use them much just because there's, like, so many options now for evolutions to use. Oh, snap. Adrian goes for that. We have to go for the Poison, guys. Let's see how the Poison does here on defense. Is that going to stop it? I think it will, actually. Located, that did not do too bad of a job. Alright, guys, I say we go for the evolved Skelly Barrel, then we get a Miner down, and we'll see what happens right here. I'm not sure if this will actually do anything, but I'm kind of just curious to see, like, how does this work? Okay, that kind of works. A little bit of damage. Nothing crazy, but forced out a good few elixir out of Adrian, so I'll take that pretty happily. We could just get our Tesla high up here, then I don't think we actually have to worry about the Mega Knight that much. We could just go for this, so then that should really be all we need right here. Yeah, the Knight should counter that pretty nicely. Alright, let's just get our Skellies up high. He does go in for the Skeleton Barrel. Let's just go for an Evo Tesla here. Nice, let's go. Beautiful Evo Tesla. Then we just abuse our 3-card cycle if I got my Skelly Barrel and stuff down in time. Nice, I did get it down in time, guys, so that is going to pop here, and we get another one already. And he has no Zap and Cycle now, so maybe this Skelly Barrel could do something. Not really sure, though. And our Evo Tesla's going to kill all of his counter pushes, which is pretty nice as well. We're just going to go in for this here. And guys, okay, we have our Evo Skelly Barrel, and he wasted the Zap, guys. No, I'm telling you guys, against bridge spam decks, the evolved Skeleton Barrel could go kind of crazy. We do predict his Miner placement exactly. Let's just go for an inside Miner of our own right here. Hope he doesn't predict that. And then we just get like a Skelly Barrel off. He actually does predict it, but it's going to kill his Spear Gobs, and it still doesn't even die. So that's actually not bad. Oh, his Miner does get on the tower, but he wasted the Zap, though. Ooh, okay. Let's get a Poison down. I think we might take it, guys. Let's go. Skelly Barrel wasn't, like, the best ever there with the evolution, but it wasn't bad. When you're facing bridge spam, the Evo Skelly Barrel is actually quite good, so I will give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, guys, I'm going to hit Adrian with the Skelly Barrel first play once again. I'm always playing it in the corner just so that way it's a little bit harder to counter it with, like, buildings and stuff like that. Adrian does go for the NATO. Oh, he does get his king up. Dang it, man. Oh, that's so bad for us, guys. I played it all the way in the corner too, but there's like no placement you can do to avoid the King Tower activation. That's one of the weaknesses of Skelly Barrel. This will be interesting though, because he has like, what, Goblin Hut, he has Bar Barrel. He has quite a few counters to our Skelly Barrel. I'm not sure how this is going to work for us here, but we'll see. We'll see how the Evo Skelly Barrel does here. I feel like normally it would do okay against the Hut, but since he has his King up, it's going to probably not do as much. It does counter the Hut and all, but man, my Skellies just got evaporated by the King Tower being activated. I'll go for the Tesla right here, just so that way we could probably kill the Knight, and then hopefully the Witch as well afterwards. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive this. I might actually be cooked right now. Let's push this off if I can. No, I don't think I even pushed it off. The Evolved Witch is actually so annoying. And guys, I don't know if the Skelly Barrel can do anything here, man. Ice Wizard counters it, Bar Barrel counters it, Goblin Hut counters it, Witch counters it. Like, dude, even Poison counters it. Half the cards in Adrian's deck counters Skelly Barrel. Honestly, guys, I feel like the evolution for Skelly Barrel could be good, but there's like straight up so many counters for the normal Skelly Barrel. Like, the Skelly Barrel itself just sucks. If the Skelly Barrel itself didn't suck, then I feel like the evolution wouldn't even be that bad. But dude, I swear it's just like so weak right now. The actual Skelly Barrel. Not the evolution, but like the actual one. Oh, I was kind of hoping we would get our King up. Bro, what was that RNG, man? I don't know how that didn't get my King up right there. I thought for sure it would. That was a pretty nice Evo Tesla there. Let's just go in for a Miner and get our Evo Skelly Barrel. I'm not really expecting anything here, to be honest, but just gotta keep on trying to do something, I guess. Let's see what Adrian does here. Yo, double Skellies. Dude, it's so wide. Wow. It was actually so wide there, guys, that he kind of missed a few of the skeletons. Like, it was a little bit too wide for the Bar Barrel to actually hit all of the skeletons, which is kind of nice. Nice. Little Prince is going back for the Knight here a little bit, too. That's pretty good. Alright, we have a chance, guys. We do have a chance. The Skelly Barrel definitely is not helping us out too much here, though. It's more so the Little Prince that is the star player here, and obviously the Poison, too, in this matchup. Miner does get on the tower there for a little bit of damage. But yeah, guys, I feel like the Skelly Barrel is just like a lot bigger of a commitment compared to a simple 2 Elixir Wall Breakers. So it feels like usually you'd rather have Wall Breakers over the Skelly Barrel. And I mean, the Evolved Skelly Barrel is decent, but also the Evolved Wall Breakers are pretty nice too, so it's honestly kind of hard to justify the Skelly Barrel over the Wall Breakers. I mean, Skelly Barrel could be good in certain matchups. I mean, better in certain matchups, like against some beatdown decks and stuff, but it feels like against Cycle especially, it's just so much better to have the Wall Breakers, in my opinion. Man, we're really going to struggle to get any more damage here. Okay, wait, we have our Evo Skelly Barrel, though. Let's just go in for this and then tank for it, guys. Hold up, let's kill this Witch, please. Nice, we killed the Witch there with the Evo Tesla. Wait, guys, our Evo Skelly Barrel. Yo, the Evo Skelly Barrel. Oh my gosh, and the Little Prince is going insane right now. Let's just get a Poison down. Guys, the Little Prince is actually carrying me. And, like, the Skelly Barrel's doing something. It is doing something. Not a whole lot, but it is doing something. Adrian does go for the Tornado there, but man, these Skelly Barrels are just stacking up and up and up on Adrian right now. And he's overspending every single time to counter them. He just doesn't seem to be able to stop them too easily. And once again, we have our Evo Skelly Barrels, so we're going to go for that. We're going to force him to Goblin Hut, and then instead of focusing on offense, he's just going to have to defend. Yeah, this is great. Maybe we can get one more Skelly Barrel down. Yeah, let's go for one more Skelly Barrel. Yo, the skeletons are stacking up. He pulls it in with the NATO. Skelly Barrel is going to get death damage, at least on the tower there. And wow, the Skelly Barrel was not as bad as I expected. Man, when you're facing a good control deck, the Evo Skelly Barrel is like a 4 out of 10. Alright guys, we're going to start off our game with the Miner in the safe spot right here. I'm always going to go for the Miners in the safe spot, because if I go for it in the back and Adrian activates his King Tower, that would make it a little bit harder to get value out of our Skeleton Barrel. Adrian does have the Goblin Gang right here, and he does have Mortar. Okay, so it's going to be Siege right here. I'm kind of curious to see how the Skelly Barrel will do against Siege, guys. How the Evolved Skelly Barrel will do against Siege. I think it definitely could do something, but at the same time, buildings are pretty decent against the Evolved Skeleton Barrel. It feels like half the time the Evo Skelly Barrel just acts literally like a normal Skelly Barrel. Like, I saw everyone thinking that the Evolved Skeleton Barrel will be so broken since it's a doubled up Skelly Barrel, but half the time, like, it just gets wrecked by the same things that a normal Skelly Barrel gets wrecked by. Like, if you go for a Wizard onto the Evo Skelly Barrel, it's gonna wreck it just like it would a normal one. Adrian does go for another Mortar. We could just get our Skellies down right here, then a Little Prince. I feel like this deck is really well balanced, guys, because you have the Miner Skelly Barrel for offense, you have Little Prince for air defense, and just to chip stuff from afar. You also have Tesla to help out your air defense. I feel like you can win pretty much any matchup with this deck. Alright, a little bit of tower damage there just with the impact. I think they kind of changed the Skelly Barrel impact, guys, because it actually looks like the ground is trembling a little bit now when you see the Skelly Barrel connect, but I think before it was never like that. Pretty chill start here. Alright, Adrian does go for a mortar again, guys. I think now we have to try to get his Skelly Barrel down, because since his mortar is out of cycle, he's definitely going to struggle a lot more to stop this evolution Skelly Barrel. I feel like if he had his mortar in cycle, it wouldn't be that bad for him, but this will be a little bit harder. He does get the log, though, and wow, the log just completely destroyed that. But then again, guys, we did get quite a bit of death damage regardless, so I guess it wasn't the worst thing for us here. We do get our Evo Tesla down. Evo Tesla's going to destroy this Skelly Barrel. I mean, I guess it will kill most of my Evo Tesla, but that's still not a bad interaction for me, I would say. Adrian does actually block the Little Prince this time. I think we have to just poison right here. Mortar might get on my tower. I think I'll just let it get on my tower. Hopefully it only gets one shot, though. And nice, Skelly Barrel got poisoned a little bit right there. I don't even think I have to log on to that. Okay, maybe actually I should have logged right there. It's okay, though. Little Prince does get on the mortar. We could just log away these spear goblins, and Skelly Barrel once again does get pretty good death damage. We can also go for the evolved skeleton barrel once again right here. We're getting a lot of Skelly Barrels throughout this game. Alright, let's go for the log. Yo, double Skelly Barrel! Yo, he has no log for that! Oh my gosh. That got a lot of damage really, really quickly. Dang, that is not bad. But yeah, guys, normally Skeleton Barrel wouldn't really fit too well in a deck like this since we only have Skelly Barrel as our bait card, but I feel like when you have the evolved Skelly Barrel, you don't really need a ton of bait cards with it like you would for a normal one. Man, beautiful Little Prince there. We do kill the Firecracker as well. Now we can just go in for all of this here, get a Knight down for defense, and I think we might be able to take it with just a poison right here. Seems pretty average against Siege. It did an okay job, nothing too special, but definitely helped us get a little bit more damage. When you're facing Siege, I would say the Evo Skelly Barrel is like a solid 5 out of 10.